right. Did I set everything up correctly? Hollywood celebrities. What do they know? Do they know things? Let's find out. Okay. So a few things are a little bit different today. We're at the Tiny Corp office. You can see over here in the corner, we got this, very accelerationist poster. We get this is the siren. This is if tinygrad goes over 5,000 lines, we set the siren off. Okay. So it can't go over 5,000 lines. All right. I'll make myself a little bigger while I do this. Now, a little thing to note. Hello. A thing to note is that my camera is over here because I have my Mac up on one of them little M-Rain stands. Oh, and just so we don't get a million questions about it, as you can see, I have an Apple M3 Max. All right? I know you guys love this shit, and guess what? We're going to do it because I'm in a good mood today, I'm in a good mood. It was like a holiday, man. My Oura Ring says I slept great last night. Yeah. We're at the Tiny Corp office. This is some Tiny Corp stuff over here. Okay, what else did I have to show you? Oh, yeah. This is my Logitech MX Anywhere mouse. This is my new mouse of choice. Logitech, you're never going to sponsor me. I'm too much of a brand risk. I might go off and start telling you who did 9/11. And the answer was, it was bin Laden, with the tacit acceptance of the CIA. How about that? I did not forget to unmute my mic. Because I checked all that, because I set up all the new configuration. Okay. So. You just figured out, you guys hear about Q-Star, man? Q-Star. Wait till you hear about A-Star. Fridays for the boys. Welcome. Okay. So, let's wait till we get a few viewers in here, and then I got to tell you all what's new. Tiny Corp has an intern. We have an intern, and we have 2 more interns joining in January. And we're open to as many interns as we can fit in this office, which is a lot of interns. So if you want to be... Sam Altman is not the intern. I think he's going back to being CEO of OpenAI. Now, guys. Wait. Oh, that's a good thing. Thank you for bringing up Sam Altman before I turn off subscriber chat. Sam Altman is not... let's just say if you liked 2015 Silicon Valley hype culture, Sam Altman's your guy. But considering that nobody likes 2015 Silicon Valley hype culture, Sam Altman is not your guy. Now, it just turns out that there's actually worse people in the world than Sam Altman, like Helen Toner. If you're a effective, at least Sam Altman is not an effective altruist, who are terrible people. And, it's every utilitarian. See, the thing about the utilitarian is, look. Okay, look. We got to change the trolley tracks, right? The utilitarian knows that if the trolley's about to hit 10 people, we have to throw the switch to kill the one person, right? But you see why that's so dangerous, because then the utilitarian says, well, if I murder one person, I can save 10 people's lives. Would you kill Hitler? Okay, but what if they're not really Hitler, but what if they could be Hitler in the future? What if I think they could be Hitler in the future? Okay, what if, hypothetically, maybe someone else thinks they could be Hitler in the future? I can still kill them, right? Okay, what if I just don't like them? I can kill them, right? See, and now you're a murderer. And it's very easy to go from utilitarian to murderer, right? It's a simple pipeline. Through simple logic, we can go from flipping the trolley problem, flipping the switch, to being a murderer, right? And BTFO, moral philosophy, you can't do anything about that. The truth is, you got to not flip the switch. You got to say, that's not my fucking trolley, man. I don't know who built the trolley. I don't know who tied the people to the tracks, but I am leaving. And that is the morally correct thing to do. And anyone who thinks otherwise, you're a murderer. You're still a murderer, man. You're still a murderer, because eventually it's not a trolley, and you actually set the trolley up, and that's the problem. So you just got to be like, not my trolley, not my people. You just gotta let it go, man. That's right. Yeah, you're going to be the guy pointing the finger yelling Hitler. Exactly. Exactly the problem with effective altruists. So everyone knows if you see an effective altruist, they are Hitler, and I'm pointing the finger at them, and it's okay to murder them. Just kidding. Don't murder people. We're not effective altruists. Okay, good. So the rant about effective altruists is over. Now it's time for the rant about Sam Altman. Sam Altman is better than effective altruists. He is still not, your ideal leader for OpenAI. So now we can go back to all the problems with Sam Altman now that we got rid of the worst people than Sam Altman. So just remember that it's not like, we got someone great there. Sam Altman is a megalomaniac, and from what I hear, a pathological liar. But, look, man, are those the worst traits? At least it's better than being an effective altruist, because I'll take a megalomaniac and a pathological liar over murderers and doomers. Not all doomers. Some doomers are okay. Right? Yudkowsky is a good guy. He's a good guy. I know he's trying a strategy. It's not the best strategy, I think, but that's my opinion, man. There's good people and there's bad people, and effective altruists are bad people. That's right. Okay. No, it was not set up by Microsoft. I think that it was just 4 people who didn't like Sam Altman for various reasons. And to be fair, there's a lot of reasons not to like the guy. And they all kind of decided to kick him out. And then they're like, holy shit, wait a second, this was a bad idea. Look, is Sam Altman the worst person in the world? No, he's all right. He's all right. And you know what? To be fair, if you're going to ship me Laundry Buddy 2, I'm excited, okay? We're all excited about Laundry Buddy 2. Gotta know how to do that laundry. No, look, it's not what we were promised with OpenAI, but if OpenAI wants to not do regulatory capture and build... I love GPT-4. I've really started to use it for a lot of things. I think it's gotten a lot better, too. Look, you want to keep building products like that? I'm happy to keep giving you $20 a month and be like, yeah, Sam Altman, he brought us GPT-4. So on that, here's neutral. Here's neutral. Here's where you are sitting at home watching your thing. Sam Altman is better than you. Okay? Effective altruists are down here. By not being an effective altruist, you're a good person. Congratulations. What are we doing today? Okay, well, first we're going to disable subscriber chat. Non-subscriber chat, because we can't let non-subscribers talk. Because if we let non-subscribers talk, they say dumb things, and they derail the conversation. Conversation derailers, you're still better than effective altruists. Congratulations. No, but you do understand this. You do understand how simple the pipeline is from effective altruism to murder, right? It's the simplest pipeline ever. It's like, if you're flipping the trolley switch, you got to start asking yourself in life, well, where are there other trolley switches that I'm not flipping? What if they involve buying a gun and shooting somebody? But don't worry, I did the utility calculation, and it's going to save 100 people's lives. Trust my math, bro. Trust my math. Can I show it to you? No, you can't. You can't see it, because if I showed it to you, it's AI safety, man. AI safety. So that's right. That's right. We're going to go sub only. We're at work at the Tiny Corp office. No, you see, the guy who drives the trolley over the one person, backs it up, and drives it over the 10 people, they're still better than an effective altruist, because they do not believe they're a morally good person. See, that is, it's not even that they're murderers, right? Most murderers are actually probably better. The effective altruist murderer is the worst kind of murderer, because the effective altruist murderer thinks they are a good person. I do not think most murderers really deep down are like, yes, I'm a good person. I've watched a lot of true crime. I know this to be a fact. Most murderers, so most murderers are still better than... Look. If you're an effective altruist and you donated to malaria, mosquitoes, you're probably better than murderers, but I don't know, man. You've perpetuated one of the most evil ideologies since communism. So, yeah, that's a problem. No, we're not going to get the effective altruists. We're just going to decimate their philosophy. That's right. Don't lynch an effective altruist. You're not. No, you see, because you're still the bad person. See, that's the problem. You are passing, you can pass judgment on other people all you want, but when you point a gun at them and you take away their malaria nets, that's when we have a problem, right? Because you know, every malaria net, no, never mind, no. Do we agree that EA lost? Big time, man. Big time. Last November, they made FTX happen, and this November, they tried to destroy OpenAI, but it didn't work. The forces of Sam Altman and moderately better than neutral prevailed. But, you know, Sam Altman, you can turn this around. And two things. I have advice to Sam Altman. Two things. One, stop with the regulatory capture. I wouldn't have nearly as much of a problem with you if I didn't watch you go in front of Congress and try to regulatory capture other people, right? So basically that's, do not try to stop open source. Step two, contribute to open source, and then everyone will legitimately love you. If OpenAI started publishing papers, you don't have to publish the weights. You don't have to publish the weights. You need a business model. That's totally fine. But publish the architecture of your new models. Publish papers, and then everyone will love you. And you'll still win. You'll still win, and everyone will love you. Actually, you're probably even more likely to win because everyone loves you. So this is like, you think, come on, think about second order effects here, man. You'll have my support, and we know my support gets you nothing, but you know, at least, you know, you have my support. If you start open sourcing things, if you don't open source things, look, I'll pay you $20 a month, and you know what? I put you on par with Google. Do you want to be Google? I mean, look at Google, right? Like, oh, everything was pretty good until it wasn't. You see that? That was just on the front page of Hacker News. Would I accept investment from Arabs? Yeah, I'm not racist, man. Don't be racist. I'd accept investment from anyone who it makes sense to accept investment from. No, look, I'm happy. Look, Saudis building big deep learning computers. This is great. The last thing we ever want is a unipolar world. Right? We do not want a world where, like, you know, do you want the Saudis to have the unipolar world? No. An American unipolar world is marginally better than a Saudi unipolar world. But what you really want is a multipolar world. Binance Bank liquidity. I didn't even follow that. It just seems like the U.S. mafia shook down CZ for billions of dollars and he paid them. That was my only takeaway there. When is tinycorp going global? It's actually region locked right now. You can't download tinygrad in France. I'm sorry. No, that's stupid, man. You can even buy a comma device in France. Look at that. By the way, buy a comma device. You're never going to find them cheaper than this. $11.50. We're raising the price probably starting next January. We made the price too low, so this is the cheapest you're ever going to find them. I didn't even want to do a sale this year. You know why I didn't want to do a sale? Because of the whiners. Well, I bought it 2 weeks ago. Can I have the sale price? No. And you're the reason no one's ever getting sales again. Why can't you buy in France? I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding. I'm joking about the stupidity of, but it's global. We have to do a launch in the AMEA region. Oh, God, do you not live on the internet, bro? I spend my whole life looking at screens, man. I live on the internet. The internet's a global phenomenon. The internet routes around censorship. Only the based internet. The unbased internet does not. The unbased internet embraces censorship. Okay. Pettygrad. Is Comma Body coming before Tesla Bot? Yeah, you can buy a Comma Body today, boys. How come you haven't bought a Comma Body yet? You know, go to comma.ai. By the way, Black Friday shop. Whoa. Okay, we're moving into the computer part of this. Whoa, check this out. Actually, I have a third screen now. I can bring that over there. You don't even know. Boys. You don't even know about my... Bitches don't know shit about my third screen. Internet was a beautiful thing before this region lock, because, bro, it's just region lock, bro. We need a new DVD John, you know? What hardware do you need to contribute to tinygrad? You can contribute on a Raspberry Pi, bro. You literally could. Tinygrad runs on a Raspberry Pi. You probably can even use the GPU. It might be the fastest deep learning library on Raspberry Pi. Yeah, so this is the ad portion where this is an ad for comma. Buy a comma 3x. No, you'll legitimately love this thing. Let's see what people on Reddit are saying. I hate George Hotz and I hate comma AI, but openpilot's made my life better. Let's see. You want parking assist. Not going to happen. Compatibility state. Oh, if not using comma 3x. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You'll absolutely love it. Night and day difference. I'm running SonyPilot. All right. Does comma 3x work with this? Don't listen to salesman. That's true. Will comma ever use a 2K or 4K camera? Bro, we have 3 2K cameras. That's like 6Ks. Actually, it's not. It's like 3K, but does nothing make sense. And if you know math, you'll understand why I said that, but whatever. The AI behind OpenAI is dangerous. Yeah, Q star, man. Q star. It's gonna like turn you into a paperclip, man. No, actually, I have a fire alarm for AI. You know what? Everyone's like, there's no fire alarm for AGI. There is a fire alarm for AGI, and it's this. How many humans have we had to stop with violence? Right? Think about it. We've had to stop humans with violence before, like Hitler, right? Like, you couldn't stop the guy. You had to use violence, right? I don't know. Who knows what the past was? But hypothetically, that's the story we're told anyway. So, right? We had to stop the guy. We use violence, right? When we have to use violence to stop an AI, that's the fire alarm for me. That's actually, and not an AI under the control of humans. When an autonomous AI, when the only way for us to shut it down is with violence, that's the fire alarm for me for AI safety, right? And this will happen. But I just want you to think about where we are now and how far we are away from that, right? It's OpenAI API went down over the weekend, right? Like, it's not over the weekend. It was 2 days ago. It's not the weekend. Feels like the weekend because of the holiday. It's so hard to keep these things up, right? Like, imagine COVID, but you had to work really hard to keep it up. Like viruses, that shit's scary, man. AI is the most fragile organism ever. Yeah, it might be this super intelligent thing, but it's hyper fragile, right? When it's not fragile, when the only way to start to destroy it becomes with violence, that's the fire alarm. And then we got to worry about AI safety. And I appreciate that researchers are doing research into AI safety right now, but don't try to tell me that AI being racist is AI safety, because that's not. And AI safety people, your greatest enemy is not me or not even EACC people. It is the fake AI safety people. They are stealing your name, like David Copperfield, like Machine Gun Kelly. They're stealing your name. They're taking AI safety and using it to mean AI not being racist. And those people are the greatest enemies of the true doomers. So Yudkowsky, Connor Leahy, Laron, all you people, focus your attacks there. That's who you need to be going after, the Helen Toners of the world. Look, I don't need to rip on Helen Toner. I'm sure she's a nice woman. I don't know, but she voted to kick Sam Altman off the board from the evil side, right? From the evil side, the side who wants control, the side who wants your brain. Wow, I'm sounding like Alex Jones right now. All right. Good thing I'm the only person in the office. I'm probably not. Hope I'm not distracting anybody. AI being biased is safety. Yes, exactly. That's who you need to go against, and you start to need to worry about AIs that need to be destroyed with weapons. That's the fire alarm for AI. Once we have to start to use a Tomahawk missile to take out a computer. All right. What's your fire alarm for bears? Ask yourself that question. You see bears, you're not that worried about bears, right? But we've had to use violence to stop bears before, so bears right now, bear safety is a higher bar than AI safety. Now, it's true the AIs are improving fast, and we're not expecting too much improvement from bears. But I will remind you that we've had to use violence to stop bears. And to date, we've never had to use violence to stop a computer. But yeah, no, so like the thing is, like did the good guys win in the OpenAI board scenario? The bad guys lost, but I'm not so sure the good guys won. When AI becomes dangerous, we will know way before they go on an arc to wipe out all of humanity. Exactly. And again, we'll have to use violence to stop some AIs before. So that's my fire alarm. I have a fire alarm. You can hold me to that. And I'm not saying like one computer. I'm not saying some rogue guy blows up a data center. Nothing like that. When we actually have no other way to stop the computers, and not over like a 10-second time horizon. We have like no other way to stop the computers. It's like for a week, oh my God, they're amassing forces in Liberia, right? Like I want to take over a country, right? Like, why can't AI? right? Like when AI takes over a country, well, shit, man, that's when we got to start worrying about it, right? Let's apply the same standards to people that we apply to computers, or the same standards to computers that we apply to people, because AI are people, and so are dogs. All right. Oh, tinybox design reveal. Ooh, I have them. Ooh, I have them. Some people have seen it. If you're a red, you've seen it. If you're a red in the tinygrad Discord, meaning you solved a bounty, you have seen it. Until it aligns with the Great Reset. I don't know, man. I don't think there's a Great Reset. I think there's just some terrible effective altruists out there. And you know, the communists, effective altruists, like really the same, two heads of the same coin. They both want to centrally plan you. Right? They both want to take away your freedom. Fundamentally, the effective altruist thinks that they can spend your money better than you. So they then become morally justified to steal your money. And that's what SBF was. Right? The man says, I am a better effective altruist than you, so I am morally. It's in fact, it would be a great moral wrong if I did not steal your money and use it for good. Because I can use money for good better than you can, so therefore I'm morally justified in stealing your money, right? And you know that extends to killing you as well. Trust me, there's no end to utilitarianism, and it's a terrible ideology. And wow, we spent a lot of time ranting about utilitarianism. So yes, 2015 Silicon Valley hype Sam Altman culture is marginally better than effective altruism. Stop with the regulatory capture shit. And I will stop outright despising you. Not despising, but I'll stop ragging on you. If you want to make a product, you want to keep a closed source, you want to keep your improvements to yourself, that's great. But don't try to prevent me from following in your footsteps. That is where we have a problem. Okay. Most of tinygrad is trying to do, though. Well, you start with grammar, and then I am going to be right back. And then we're going to get into coding. Back off from California bean. We gotta chill, man. You know what? I'm gonna get a recess. We're gonna chill. We're not very chill right now. We're really amped up because it's the first stream we've had since there's been so much big drama, and I want to share the truth with you guys, especially my subscribers, who I appreciate more than the non-subscribers. The voice of the people. I try. Now, I'm the voice of me, man. I'm the people, though. If you align with me, see, the thing is, the nice thing about my ideology is, like, I'm not doing it because I'm a nice person. I'm an asshole, right? But see, the problem with me taking your shit and the problem with that being okay, and oh my God, is this libertarianism 101? Libertarians are losers, and that's why they don't own a country. The truth is, oh man, I wish libertarians weren't losers, man. I wish like this is the problem, man. This is the problem. You see, look. All right, we're gonna go one more thing. Curtis has this thing that I love. It's like why did the South lose the Civil War, right? The North, Charleston didn't have ideas about how to govern Washington. They wanted to be left alone, right? Washington had ideas about how to govern Charleston, and that's why they won the war. Right? The South was fighting not to lose. The North was fighting to win. So it's very unfortunate, and that's why libertarianism sucks. And that's the greatest problem with libertarianism. It's great, but we have to ask the question, how do we get from here to there? And the answer is, you know, we need a fascist dictator to take over and impose libertarianism, but the kind of fascist dictator who'll do that, you see the problem, right? You see the problem. That is the great problem of political philosophy. Libertarianism is right about everything, but it's not stable. Because the person who enforces liberty, you see what I mean? You see what I mean? You see the problem? That's right. No, monarchy's nice. You just need a king who's libertarian and secure in his power. Right? That's why monarchy's nice. But see, monarchy can go really bad because sometimes you get a king who's an idiot and believes in effective altruism. Argentina's trying. Yeah, start with a... You're telling me Argentina's trying? How long have they been trying for? Right? Bro! 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 I haven't seen dumps like that since... I haven't seen dumps like that since the FTT token. Buy low. Okay. We're going to be having a Mad Tasty with 20 milligrams of CBD. This is another company that doesn't sponsor me. And Logitech, we're going to be also having an MX Anywhere, another company that doesn't sponsor me. I bought 2 of these mice now. This is actually an MX3S. I know you guys love this shit. Right? It's the perfect, like, you don't need a big mouse, okay? Stop trying to compensate. Get a small mouse. Logitech MX. I know you guys love this shit. You guys love this shit. Of course, we have the HHKB2. I don't know if the build quality has slipped on these. That's what always happens. You know, you get a product and then the build quality slips. By the way, buy a Comma 3X. The build quality is excellent. I won't let that happen. Because there's no exit scam. There's no exit. There is no exit. Okay. Good. All right. Okay. Wow, that is good thing I did not keep my money in Argentinian pesos. That's really, I was in Argentina like then. And whoa, that's a water slide, man. Okay, let's watch a meditation video. We got to calm down. What? Why did that? What's going on? Was that like YouTube trying to mess with my ad blocker?
Welcome to the Daily Calm. Let's start today's session by finding a comfortable position with a tall, straight back. Allow your arms to rest gently. When you're ready, close your eyes. Bring full attention to this very moment, settling in and allowing the mind and body to still. And with openness, patience, and curiosity, bring your awareness to the breath. Taking a deep breath in and releasing it fully. Follow the breath as it flows in and out of your body.
Okay, we don't have 10 minutes. We don't have 10 minutes. 2-minute meditation. Perfect. Now we're talking.
so long since you've been at peace. You used to know how to come here as a child. It's a place in your head. Focus on the water. It's a bit of an illness to keep wanting more. This spot isn't glamorous. It's what's all around when we focus. This permanently exists amidst the noise. Don't be afraid. It'll always be here, waiting for you when you need it.
So we're going to switch chat to subscribers only chat. Oh yeah, I did promise to show you that we also do have bodies for sale. You can buy a combo body today. I think if you buy a body today, it ships with wheels too, but we haven't updated anything. The future of people. Someday. Wow. The old office. So much has changed. Okay, now on to today's stream. Tinygrad has become large. Tinygrad is now 4,855 lines. But don't worry, we have teenygrad. Teenygrad is only 833 lines. Sticking with the initial dream of tinygrad being under 1,000 lines. And tinygrad and teenygrad share a lot of code. Which is nice. So tinygrad is going to be kept under 5,000 lines. We needed the other 4,000 lines to make things fast. Tinygrad is very fast now. I think it jits by default. Loading is slow right now because loading is in BF16 and we're still not doing math on real dtypes. So it's a little bit slow to load Llama 2. Llama 1 loads fast because it's float 16. I'm actually going to put myself up here. So we're getting about 20 tokens per second. And remember, this is the full float 16. I'll also show you something interesting. If we run with debug equals 2. So you see these batched things here? This is Metal's batch executor, and you can see we're getting over 300 gigabytes per second, which is a limiting factor for running Llama. When you're doing batch size 1 inference on transformers, your limiting factor is not flops, your limiting factor is gigabytes per second. But you see these are batched. We have the Metal ICB, and those are the kind of things we're spending the lines on. It's called an indirect command buffer. Yeah. So that's Llama. Like I said, the size is under 5,000 lines. And if it ever goes above 5,000 lines, I've purchased this. This is the warning light for if tinygrad goes above 5,000 lines. It's here in the tinygrad office. But right now we're under 5,000 lines, so we shouldn't do too many more tests of the warning light. So we're going to today update teenygrad to use the latest abstractions from tinygrad. So I have a script called import from tinygrad. Oh, so what is teenygrad? So teenygrad is just the front end of tinygrad. You don't actually need the back end. You can write a very simple backend. So my very simple backend in teenygrad is just this. It supports just a few basic operations. Nothing very fast. And you'll see we can train mnist in teenygrad on the CPU using numpy, and it does train. So we'll see what accuracy we get with this. It's running the evaluation. So teenygrad trains mnist in about 23 seconds to 95.7%, and we have a new example script in tinygrad called beautiful mnist. I think everyone should check it out. I need to fix that. So beautiful mnist in tinygrad in 5 seconds gets to 98.38 on mnist, which is actually really good. And we can run this with debug equals 2 if you'd like to see what it's doing. So again, we're batching everything up into metal ICPs. That time we got 98.24. You can see that this batch is the train, this batch is the test, and we are dispatching them super, super fast. So this took 62 milliseconds. This is on my MacBook. You can see that we're getting, this isn't that great actually, that many gigaflops, but we can add a beam parameter. I'm not sure if this is, we're gonna have to do a search for it. But yeah, so this is gonna search for the fastest kernels that use beam. You can see beam is, and this is all cached. What's it doing right now? Well, this one must be slow. Oh yeah, see, that took a long time. Oh, this is the selector action. Oh, that's very slow. No, this is an M3. So it'll take a little longer. So right now we're getting 1.4 teraflops on that train. We're not limited by flops. We should have about 10x more flops. We're not limited by gigabytes per second. So we'll run it with beam equals 2. It takes a while to do the initial search, but then once the initial search is done, it should be pretty fast. We can let that run. What did I want to show you from over here? Why is that so? Wow, that's really slow. Thank you. I'm glad you liked my poster. I don't remember what I wanted to show you from over there, but we'll let that search while we go back over here. Smurfd, thank you for gifting subs. So we have this script called import from tinygrad, and as you can see, it imports tensor, mlops, and the optimizer. So we're going to start with some size.py. We're at 833. Now we're going to import the 3 things from tinygrad, and we're at 896 now. Oh no, so big. Tensor has grown 62 lines. mlops looks identical. The optimizer has 1 more line. And let's see if it just still works. Okay, cannot import name roundup from helpers. So we're going to have to import roundup. Let's open tinygrad, another window here. Roundup is just a little helper that does rounding up. we don't have run schedule anymore. Okay, I think that we can just, I don't think that actually does anything. Yeah, there used to be a method here called realize, but now it's called run schedule. So let's create a new file called realize.py. So what run schedule does in proper tinygrad, I can show you the real version of it. The real version of it is it runs all the, it actually runs all the ASTs that are in the schedule. But teenygrad, unlike tinygrad, is not lazy. So we can just think, does this even return anything? No, it doesn't. So I think we can just pass. Okay, lazy buffer has no attribute schedule. So we're going to also need an attribute called schedule here, and I think we can return none for it. So that's just going to be passed into run schedule. Okay. This has no unrealized const, so we're going to need is unrealized const. We can change that to self, return false. teenygrad doesn't support these. Oh. I think that in the real schedule, so we can look at the real schedule over here in tinygrad. I think this is going to be a really short stream. So if you look at schedule here, seen is an optional set, which is just the buffers that you've already seen. So it like virtually realizes them. You can't write equals set here, unfortunately, because that will only create that one set once forever. I'm not sure there's a helper to actually do that. Okay. Oh, so in co-realize, we are adding the schedules together. So for schedule, we're actually going to have to return a list, make the types match. Okay. What used to be there? How does dtypes not support from NP? That is to get rid of images, but it's in tensor.py, so we're gonna have to import the from NP method. From NP is just if you have a numpy type and you want to convert it to its corresponding tinygrad type, you can just import NP. That whole thing needs to be deleted. That other helpers. So where's the from NP method? We'll have the dtypes dict creator down here. None type has no attribute to CPU. Yeah, so realized is a property that shouldn't be none. It should be buff. Oh, that's actually kind of interesting. We should look at that line and see if that's actually what we want. What did it used to be? Interesting. Well, that's interesting. So what if instead of .np, I mean, we can just do this. It's extra lines, but it's fine. One extra line. NumPy ND object has no... Oh. That doesn't work anyway. Okay, so in the real thing, this is called rawcpubuffer. Yeah, it no longer calls the toCPU directly on there. So we can actually remove that too. This is no longer a method. There we go. Okay, was that the shortest stream ever? I think so. We're done. That was all our work for today. Oh, it's slightly faster. Okay, let's see if we can refactor this to be slightly closer to reality. Probably not. It's actually not too bad. Like, it's, we shouldn't, yeah, but that, that's fine. Let's push this for now. Update with the latest from tinygrad. Now we can go through what these abstractions are and then think about maybe we want to make some interesting versions of it in teenygrad. Maybe we can make teenygrad lazy. Maybe that's a good move. This is just the GPU. Yeah, it's just the GPU. We probably could use the neural engine, but Apple's really locked it down, unfortunately. So it's kind of hard to use. So this is all on the GPU. I'll leave you guys with HLDC for. Oh, Beam finished. Oh, there we go. So you see with Beam, we get 2.5 teraflops. So we get almost a 2x speed up. And you see that for evaluation, we're getting almost 6 teraflops. So I will leave you with a CFAR training. I should debug equals 2 for that. We can put wino equals 1. It's a little faster. So we don't use wino equals 1 by default because it's slower to compile initially. But yeah, so we're almost done with this. So this is a full run of CFAR. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Actually, wait, that got faster. Like 100 milliseconds per step is good. Again, we can also use Beam and maybe even get up to a 2x speed up on it too. Actually, that's what I did last stream. I wrote Beam for you guys. All right, let's evaluate. Oh, it's got to compile all them tyngrad kernels. Now, compiling the tyngrad kernel is slow because of how tinygrad handles consts and shape trackers and stuff. The kernels themselves look good, but they're slow to generate. If you guys are interested in that problem, I think I have a $500 bounty for fixing it. There we go. So almost 94%, a bit over 93. Tinybox is not going to protect you against shit. If you're buying a Tinybox for protection, I suggest you purchase a gun instead. You know, I don't like with the comma stuff too. Like, I'm not making any promises about what things do. Oh my god. Like, I can tell you what things are, but what things do? I mean, this alone, like if the world isn't going to change on this, you know, I was saying a nice thing about comma is comma and tinygrad is by not operating at like the Pareto edge of capitalism, we get flexibility to have values. If you're at the Pareto edge of capitalism, your values are whatever the market like says, right? And they have to be. This is why you see, you know, you see companies embracing like DEI and shit. Like it's not. Maybe people don't share those values, but they think that if they don't do that, they're going to miss out. And they may not have the luxury of saying no, right? If you're really at that absolute Pareto edge. So you never want to operate at the Pareto edge. Oh, are we on sub mode only? That's a good point. That's a good point. We're on sub mode. What? Jagger, this is not a sub mode comment. It took me on a tangent. You're responsible for my actions. That's right. Just kidding. You're never responsible for other people's actions. That's important to realize. All right, you gifted us up. I forgive you. You can always pay to be forgiven. It's easy. It's called an indulgence. All right? Okay, cool. So we can go over what some of these things are. These are E's, these are R's. Nah, it becomes pretty, I think it becomes a lot less clear. I'm trying to think if there's a way to rewrite this code to not be, no, not really. The helpers in tinygrad is a lot more complex. There's no way we're going to share that anytime soon. It's stupid that we have to have that, but it's because we import it here, right? Yeah, we do, we import it. So yeah, you see we return empty schedules that then go in here and don't do anything. Yeah, cool. But so tinygrad should have all the, I know what we'll do. Let's import some tests from tinygrad and see if we can get them running in tinygrad. My favorite test in tinygrad is test ops. So let's make sure it doesn't really import anything. It does import torch, but it shouldn't import much else. Oh. Get rid of that. No such file or directory. Oh. Why is dest.parent that? Oh. That's what I meant to say. Great, now we have test. Can you spot the vulnerability? There's a vulnerability. That can copy anything. Import from tinygrad is insecure, boys. No module named teenygrad. Okay, cannot import name context. How does this use context? Is it used only in one of the tests? Is it even right? Oh, that's kind of a stupid test. I'm going to remove it. Yeah, I don't know why this should just be 0. Okay. All right. So teenygrad lacks cast. I think we're going to have to add type support to teenygrad. Let's add some type support. That's good. Cast should be pretty easy. Let's look at the real cast. We'll add the dtypes test too. That's pretty good. Okay. Oh, we should also do mypy here, and it should pass. We'll add a mypy. We'll do that next. Return daisy buffer self.np.as type dtype.np. What if we just put that there? Works. Okay. Test slice fancy indexing fails. Interesting. I mean, this is good because like it makes us see where things are flaky in tinygrad. Jagger, you gotta stop with the off-topic shit. You gotta stop. Oh, did I do div wrong? Oh, does NumPy not support that? Interesting. Okay, NumPy is somehow casting that up to well, let's first figure out what's wrong with test reshape. Seems like a reasonable enough test. Cannot reshape. Array of size 4. 432. Well, I couldn't reshape that either. Which one of the reshapes is failing? Line. Oh, this should raise. Oh, it's just a different error. Interesting. Can I put a tuple in there? For or? That's interesting that NumPy, maybe it shouldn't be an assertion error. Maybe it should be a value error. Okay. Now that's going to break tinygrad. But I have an idea that that's more of a correct. Yeah. These shouldn't be assertions anyway. So, like, there's a problem where we use assert to mean things that should actually be if. I'm just going to add a quick. What does this equals mean? Why is there an equals here? Oh, to be a self-documenting expression. Oh, that's cool. I've seen this before, but okay, good. All right, so we have a few changes to tinygrad out of this. That's the best. Now let's see what else is still failing. Okay, the div one is more serious. Yeah. Let me just add some quick documentation here. Add a print there. What? 5, 1? What? No, it's not right. Oh. It's becoming a mall. Interesting. How do I deal with that? How do I deal with that in real tinygrad? That actually just kind of seems like a bug. It's not doing integer division. The divide is being cast to a mul. Yeah, that's a bug in tensor. We have to check to see if it is a float before we do that. So in div here. Wait. Oh. Is the bug just in is float? It might just be in my is float here. Oh, that seems right. So it shouldn't be allowed to do that because I've already done this. Or not dtypes is float. Oh. Aha. Self.dtype is wrong. See, you do one little thing wrong. So we'll have to do dtypes dot from np self.np.dtype. There we go. Keyerror float 64. I hate float 64. Who made float 64? It's the worst float. Okay, so that's fixed. We probably just have to add float 64. That's okay. We have it here. I'm also going to make this match. Okay, we need to support int 64. Wait, it looks like, oh no, there it is. My mic broke? Mic. Is that better? It's only for a small period. I don't know what to tell you. I'll do it 64 as well. Okay, still broken. How do I do his float here? Just literally a list. Okay, still broken. Look, I have a blue Yeti. I don't know what to tell you. I can switch mics. You want the other mic? Is that mic better? It's probably going to be quieter. You guys like that mic? I can probably increase the gain on it too. Cleaner but quieter. Yeah, that better? Okay, now we're increasing the volume. Okay, you like that? Great. I can return my Yeti to where I stole it from. That's just the one built into the Mac, so. Testing for loudness. Sorry, I hit the table. It was still loud. Sound transmits through stuff so well. Okay. All right, we still have a bug here. Are you kidding? Is the guy asking this question kidding? Is this funny? Is this a joke? Print self.dtype here. Actually, I want to make a change here to isolate the test. Now let's print self.dtype here. Oh, I'm copying it in. Oops. Dtypes long. Okay, so it's not a float. So it should be actually using div now. We can check. Okay, we're actually using div now. Unfortunately, I think that this one, we can say. Int 64. They're both int 64s. Don't tell me this doesn't have an int d type. Can NumPy not do this kind of division? Float 64, great. Yeah, we're just gonna have to cast it then. All right, I have a helper function here. Output type. Actually, I should be able, this is complex looking. I should be able to say, I should be able to get rid of that. Do I have a compare on dtypes? Why do I not? Do I have a compare on dtypes here? Check tinygrad. Wow, this is still a name tuple? That sucks. You know what? We can just do this differently. From data classes, import data class. Data class frozen equals true. There's a data class, you can order equals true. Then we can get rid of this and say max. It's kind of nicer. There we go. Was that a change to tinygrad? No, but we should probably backport that change to tinygrad. Let's put it to do there. Move this from named tuple to data class. Data class is just a lot better than named tuple. You shouldn't use named tuple. I didn't know that I was still using it. And then I have that nice compare just with order equals true. Data class is everything named tuple should be. You can use them pretty indistinguishably. GPU equals 1 is still OpenCL. Good. I'm glad the Mac microphone is good enough for you guys. I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't know how good the microphone is. I know how good the speakers are, so. Okay. Not implemented load ops empty. All right, we're going to have to implement empty. That doesn't sound hard. Oh, I should really get the dtype right here. Wow, we added type support that simply. Great. Oh, well, that looks like it fixed all of them except this one. Probably something stupid. Oops. First, let's isolate it to the one test we care about. Oh, I guess just the creation dtypes was the problem with the others. Okay, that was easy, so we fixed that for free. Arg doesn't have a shape, we can just print arg. Okay. Interesting. So what is this test? This just looks like an actual bug. I'm gonna add that check now to lazy buffer. Because expand has to match its size. So this is tinygrad, this is teenygrad. Let's fix this bug in tinygrad then. Okay. Let's first see if the test is legitimate or if the test is actually just not right. Wow, but I can't believe that was working. That's traffic. You guys really hear everything now. Okay. Wait. What am I supposed to do with this? How does repeat work in Torch? Repeats this tensor along the specified dimensions. Oh, does it just implicitly? Is there an implicit one? Wow, who can read this? I see. So if I just do repeats equals repeats plus base shape length repeats, I think that fixes it. Oh, and then is that a tuple or a list? Base shapes of tuples. I can just do that. Assertion error not raised. Okay. So which one should assert? You'll either get too many assertions or too few assertions. X dot repeat 2 comma 4. This should assert. Oh. Maybe it does assert, it just doesn't raise a... No, okay, so this is wrong. We just need to change that to value error. It's the same bug as before. Great. Oh, because that's probably deeper in movement op. Okay, yeah. Probably is tested here. Deep in views. Yeah, okay. There shouldn't be an assertion. It's the same problem. We're just doing the wrong kind of error. Just got to get rid of all that stupid printing wherever I put it. Leave this div. Okay, so I don't know why I spent time doing that. That's just wrong. I was just raising the wrong type of exception. Well, it's good. You know, that really is something we need to do to get our stuff to 1.0. We have to remove that these are assertions and start moving them to proper things. Okay, I'm still printing somewhere. Print here. Fine, oh, it's here. It's in teenygrad. Get rid of that print. Okay, great. All the ops tests pass. Let's add this to CI. We'll figure out if we have a couple other tests that we might want to import from tinygrad. But yeah, so tinygrad is complete. 911 or 911. It's complete, meaning it can do everything tinygrad can do. It's just not guaranteed to be fast. And by not guaranteed to be fast, I mean it's slow as fuck. All right. Yeah, I have the window open. I have a carbon dioxide detector. You guys know that, like, that's the thing that terrifies me about global warming, right? Like, are we just making the world stupid now that the CO2 is 450? Like, we did not evolve for this sort of environment. Let's see if my CI actually passed. Oh, you guys can't see that. Oh, CI failed. What? Oh, I can't see it. I can't see it without being logged in. What a scam. Oh. Who sees the problem? Yeah. Yeah. I'm not happy about that. First we'll train mnist, then we'll install the dependency I don't want to install. But we have to. We'll see how bad it is. Did I spell that right? All right, let's see what other tests are particularly nice from tinygrad. Is the dtype test a total piece of shit? It's a total piece of shit. Never mind. We're importing OSX. Oh, we're importing OSX from extra. Even more bad. It's in helpers. What uses temp? Wow. This is not even right. It's just not supported and not nice. Wait, what? this used to be? Oh, so we want to know if it's supported. And not OSX and device default equals GPU, right? Because this should still work for CPU on OSX. Okay, GPU still works. Now CPU test that. Okay, that's good. It's good to have teenygrad because it forces our things to be separate and distinct. Did my CI pass? No. Oh wait, no, because I'm still there. Still doesn't pass. Wait, train mnist fails now? No, that's offensive. Did this ever pass? Wait, this fails with some uint 8 shit? Okay, well, we didn't retest mnist. Good, we broke it. Wrong helpers. A finely curated selection of dtypes. Only the finest dtypes belong in teenygrad. No, actually, we're going to bring them all. Is it faster? It might be faster with dtypes. Do we have an assertion for the accuracy in here? If it breaks. Okay, 93. That's good. In teenygrad, we work right on master, and we don't have master in teenygrad, we have main, and that means it can be low quality, because it's not master. Oh. What? Oh, this is probably, again, the same issue. Yeah, this should not raise... We need to not do these things with... It needs to raise value errors. We have a pre-commit hook in tinygrad. Set imported but unused? How did I even make that change? Where did I stop using set? Did I even change view? Wait, what? Oh, that change shouldn't be in there. Yeah, that's just wrong. Some stale crap from my editor. I don't know. Let's import one more test. Wow, this looks like trash. Someone should do this better. Someone should clean this up. This is too many lines. Oh. No, we don't support any of those. Never mind. We could make it a init. I think that'd be kind of cool. It's just this. So then we can do. We should stop using the dot tensor. We don't need that. Yeah, a init. All right, maybe did CI pass here? It's a separate thing. Okay, it passed. Great. Installing Torch only takes 18 seconds. Training mnist takes 43 seconds. Let's test dtype too. Cannot import name pointer dtype. Oh, do I really need to support those? Oh, well, it doesn't do much. We'll put it down there with image dtype. I don't know how much is going to fail when I do this. Okay, we're going to need OSX in here. It's not particularly offensive. Okay, we're going to need half. This is good. We can see which dtypes are actually being tested. Half's a good dtype anyway. Did I mean float 16? Actually, I didn't. I meant float. Douglas. Wow, there's a lot of lines. A lot of lines. We're really racking up the lines now. Look at all that green. Int 16? Does anyone even use that crap? Int 16? This is getting ridiculous. You don't understand where the assembly gets compiled? Well, it's in there. Have we reached the end of the dtypes? Oh, we gotta support bitcast. That's probably good. Probably a good thing to support anyway. Okay, cast. How do I do a bitcast in NumPy? How do I support this if we go into ops CPU? Yeah. All right, we're gonna need bfloat 16s as much as we do support them. Copy and paste the same note. And we need isInt. We can just copy and paste both these. Bool in the type info will refer to dtypes bool. I don't really understand that. Do not have vector types. Don't have is unsigned. We can copy and paste that too. This should almost be its own file. It's kind of terrible that helpers are here. Should this go tensor.py? No, tensor is annoying to import, and it's used a lot lower. dtypes might be its own file. Let's look at this. What are these ones that are failing? Wow, I didn't know Max could take in a key. That's interesting. Test uint8 dtype, test upcast ops. Test dtype. I didn't write this test, so I don't really know it. Where does this get imported from? Here? That's a lot of ops. We almost need some debug support. I think we need some debug support in teenygrad. Let's add some debug support. It's struggling with some. Oh, this is easy actually. I just need to add, I've actually already added this in this version here. We just need to say dtype equals self.np.dtype. Great. Everything's becoming doubles. And where is pointer dtype? Probably fine to just copy and paste. dtype is not defined. How does that work in this? I don't need that. This doesn't work. Maybe we should just change the tests to, if those are not supported, we can just skip them. Okay, didn't change anything there. I don't remember how many were failing before. Oh, maybe skipped one up? Is it just not working? No type is not callable. Wait, huh? But I'm importing it. No, I know, but I'm importing it, right? None. Is this not the right unit test.skip test? Oh, I have to raise it. There we go. We had 20 errors. We still have 20. I don't know. Okay, well, these are different problems. All right. Why does, oh. Okay. Binary ops add. Let's add the dtypes to the logging. Actually, let's add some okay, why when we're adding a long, why does this become a double? I'll add one line here. That's universal. There's symbols in there. You know, now it would be nice if I used a find replace. It just sucks that I'm not good at find replace. Hey, ChatGPT, do what I obviously want you to do. It's my copilot. Can Copilot do things like this? Probably not. Probably just crappy completions. Eee! Oh, come on. Where's my... I thought we had AI. This does not look like AI. Where's my AI? Well, that took forever. No, max. The MP should be in there, okay. Great. Let's make sure I didn't break test stops. Dtype is not iterable. Who's trying to iterate? No, you only have to respect AI that's good and talented. You don't have to respect talentless AI. Same thing's true about people. Dtype object is not iterable? What does that mean? Oh, if there's nothing there? Oh, does astype make a copy? Let's not be egregiously slow here. That's fine. A max got an oh, max doesn't need a dtype. Okay, well, only some needs a dtype, and that makes sense. Okay, test ops works and test dtype works. Great. Test ops and dtypes. Wait, did that just work? That's sick. Alright, are we happy? 932. Well, if sources, I'm not actually exactly sure what that does. Like, is that always true? An if on an array does what you think it does? I don't know. I trust that. Like, just be explicit there. See, that's what I mean. Like, sometimes it goes deeper. I think we have some bugs like that in tinygrad. All right. Do we want to import any other tests from tinygrad? We have an error already? What's failing in tinygrad? Probably everything that raises. We shouldn't be raising assertion errors. We should be raising value errors. Ugh. Oh, those aren't real failures. And that's not a real failure either. Those aren't real failures for various reasons. Those failures are just because it's using the metal ICB. Which I'm not sure what we want to do. By the way, you guys, if you don't follow Martin Shkreli on Twitter, prison's really made him hard. Like he's just got sick burns for so many people. All right, I gotta finish this drink first. We're done with that. This is just water. We don't want that. That spindrift's not. This spindrift isn't cold anymore. So we don't want it. Ah, great. Now we're consolidated. We only have one spindrift. Okay, let's look through the tests quickly. See if there's any other tests worth copying. Yeah, I would have made a great openai CEO, but you know. Would have been for you. It wouldn't have been for them. It's for them. Ooh, test a sign. Nah, that's deep. I don't think that's gonna work. I was not planning to release the weights. I would not have done that. We can test the optimizers. This should just work. It should all just work, I think. Let's see if we want to do that. Okay, well, that just works. So we'll leave them there too. That's pretty much all the functionality of teenygrad. Wait, what? It's broken? Cannot open file? What? I don't understand that. Did I somehow commit it twice? Oh, then this must be somehow changing the directory or something? Oh, did I just make a typo? Test dtype. AMD does have tensor cores. They're just AMD quality tensor cores, which means they don't work as well as NVIDIA's, but they're cheaper. tinygrad even supports the AMD tensor cores. You want to see the AMD tensor core code? I can show you. All right, let's add a pull request to tinygrad. Make sure I didn't break tinygrad with those changes. Wait for that to run CI. All right, we should probably fix those tests because otherwise people are going to bitch about them. Why are these errors? What? Okay. Why is this supported on metal? It shouldn't be supported on metal. That fixes that. Now for the real world tests. One error? Why is there an error? Oh, is that it? There's stupid things called test if I don't do that. Oh, we gotta add mypy support here. Let's see what's in this mypy. Okay, we have to fix those. Oh, exciting. Okay, wait, I thought I fixed that. Assert kernels used. Oh. Already fixed this in symbolic JIT. Oh, that's the real fix, actually. That to test JIT and test real world too, and I'll apologize to the gods for copying and pasting. No, this is terrible. Sorry. Okay, let's look into what these are. Incompatible return type here. Got bool expected int. What? Wait, was that the type from that? No, it's like a type guard thing. It's just the wrong type. All int here uses type guard. Yeah, okay, so that's just not a tuple, that's a bool. 77. Data.device equals device. Interesting. How come that doesn't fail? So that should become a lazy buffer. I think we want to refactor this in tinygrad. This is wrong, actually. I don't understand how that doesn't fail here, though. What we really want to say is if not is instance data lazy buffer. I don't know why those are failing. What's up, pipe chain? Import from tinygrad mypy. Okay, only one error now. Canonicalize. Argument 1 to canonicalize. I think I have something stupid for device. Canonicalize x return CPU. Has incompatible type stir none. Affected device. Oh. I just have the wrong type signature. It's a line. Well, it's fine. Missing positional argument device in call to canonicalize device. Interesting. So here, this is a static method. Okay. If let's decode the bytes. I think we just want to do that. I don't understand. I don't understand why these aren't being type checked here. Lazy buffer has no attribute copy to device. That's fine. We just need to add a fake method called copy to device. We need to match the type signature. Because there aren't actually devices, so I can just return self. Lazy buffer has no attribute base. Lazy buffer has no attribute st. Figure out what's accessing them. Can it see that isUnrealizedConst always returns false, so this is short-circuited? It never actually gets there. Just gonna bitch and say st doesn't have contiguous. Yeah, okay. None has no attribute op, none has no attribute contiguous. That sucks. Interesting. Okay, we should really move this then as a function to in here. This shouldn't be accessing these methods. We're leaking our abstractions. Base is still a problem here. But base is okay because I can just set base equal to itself. Actually, I gotta be careful here because for some reason the whisper tests fail on metal, and I'm like kind of interested in why. But you saw that failure. That failure's like been there forever. I don't really get it. I was just looking at the pull request on tinygrad. Sorry, I got sniped. Let's add mypy to CI. And add some pre-commit hooks too. Let's throw some pre-commit hooks in here. It's not right. Env. Okay. teenygrad has pre-commit hooks. This is becoming a quite legitimate library. Yeah, so the only difference is speed. All the functionality is supported. I mean, like, the symbolic stuff isn't and the JIT isn't, but we could probably make some simple mock versions of those that don't work. Yeah, we could do that if you want. I don't know. That'll be a project for another day. But yeah, no, I feel good. teenygrad is improved. Let's just get these changes merged into tinygrad. And they're already pushed to teenygrad because oh. Wait, oh, did I break something? Wait, see, I'm not even running now. Oh, I broke something. What did I break? What, do I need 2 spaces there? Do I have an inadequate amount of spaces? Is there not a linter for this? Fucking YAML. Tests is kind of a lot. I think it would be cool if we actually broke out the 3 tests and the pre-commit hooks. What do you think? These don't count as lines. Don't judge me. Someone know how to do this that's not so much copy paste. Now you don't need PyTest either. Great. Kind of beautiful. Let's see if the tests ran again, and that was actually the problem. No, it still isn't running. Why not? How do I debug this? Well, what broke it? Adding optim test. Are slashes not allowed? I'm gonna pull out ChatGPT if that didn't fix it. Wait, I don't understand. What broke? Do ChatGPT off screen. I don't know how to do it on screen yet. Is there free ChatGPT? Free ChatGPT, no sign up. I would ask ChatGPT here. That's wrong. Try harder. Wow, this thing sucks. Why am I getting crappy GPT? Is this GPT-3? Is this the quality you should expect from GPT-3? Oh, the pluses aren't allowed either. Stupid ChatGPT. That'll make it a bit faster too, and waste more of GitHub's resources. Thank you, GitHub. Thank you, Satya Nadella. Satya Nadella. Now that guy's a winner. That guy he's a winner. He's a winner, and I appreciate him. And I was hoping that Sam Altman will go work for Microsoft and see what a winner looks like. Not 2015 Silicon Valley hype culture. No, we're ripping on Sam Altman too much. He's a medium guy, right? There's bad people, good people, and medium people. All right, medium. Like what everyone orders at the coffee shop, you know. 2 CIs. Wow, wait, teenygrad is becoming too big. Teenygrad has pre-commit hooks. Teenygrad has this is the same scope creep as tinygrad. We need to delete. Wow, this Talk AI sucks. Sorry, Talk AI. I was talking to Tiny Llama. Wait, it's still not running? Ugh. YAML lint. Yeah. Thanks, Ruby on Rails. I don't know. It's a lot of stars. Written in Python. Pip install YAML lint. Perfect. None of those are errors. YAML lint sucks. What's the problem? Okay, let's figure out what I did to break it. Add optim test. Oh. Oops. GPT couldn't fix it. Well, I guess it's not the YAML's fault, so we don't blame the YAML linter. YAML lint might be a fine project. It might not be YAML lint's fault, okay? We can't just go around blaming other people for our problems, okay? That's how we got into this mess in the first place. Ain't no such thing as halfway steps. Great. Does it run now? Did I fix it? Right. I'd show it to you, but we can't because we're not logged into GitHub. And for some reason, fetching the things. Come on, Satya, fix it. T. Did it finish? Oh, come on. All right, what did I do? Oh, getting code size requires tabulate. That's a secret hidden dependency. Oh, test optim imports pytest? That just probably shouldn't happen. Pytest mark exclude CUDA. How do I feel about that? All right. I'm using tabulate. What do you mean it runs GitHub Actions locally? In what environment? It's a lot of... We should try this. All right. Well, it has a lot of stars, so it's got to be good, that means. Act. I need Docker. I hate Docker. Docker has ads now. You know what had ads? I bought a crypto wallet and it had ads and I was offended. All right. Do you think this thing's gonna work? All right, sweet. Nice. The tests are still faster than job failed. The version 3.11 with architecture ARM64 was not found. Interesting. Okay. Should probably... But I checked and it was in the list. Oh. Architecture ARM64. And it left the containers running. Yeah, there's a buy button. Yeah, does it go anywhere? Can you actually buy a tenstorrent card, or does it go to a fucking I tried the buy button. And like, no. Like this is oh, no. This is not a buy button. Don't ask me for that shit. That's offensive. Darwin not equal to Linux. Why does it think it's on Linux? This does not work. Yeah, this doesn't work. There's no ARM64 support for Linux. Well, I am. Can I disable the Docker? But if I disable the Docker, what am I even doing? See the problem? This isn't really Act's fault. How fast is setup Python normally? Oh, it's so fast. I don't think that's going to fix anything. Oh. Interesting. No, this is going to work. It's going to use Rosetta. That's cool. Wait, that's awesome. If this works, that's amazing. Get all those disgusting dependencies. Sweet. Wait, I love this thing. Act is sick. Thank you, SmurfD. This is why you're a VIP on the channel. That was amazing. All right, let's merge from Teeny into tinygrad. Yeah. No, well, it's just they don't have a. It's fine. They don't have an ARM64 Linux Python, so I just set the architecture of the container, and it's actually cool that Docker can run that. Wow, the computers are so good. I just love how good computers are. All right. We now have 2 tests. If you're logged into GitHub, you can see the size of the thing. 937 lines. I mean, you know, I'm just going to use that in general. Actually, can we use act on... I don't know what it's going to do if we run it on... I don't expect this to just work. It's doing this in parallel? Virtualization framework. Let's see. Wait, act is so good. See, now that's who you got to appreciate in the world, whoever maintains that, right? Because someday we're all going to have to move up GitHub. Once Satya is gone and Microsoft becomes evil. Once Sundar Pichai takes over at Microsoft. All right, guys. We'll let everyone chat. We'll make me a little bigger. Wait while that runs. If it doesn't finish, it doesn't finish. I don't care. Whoa, does cache work, though? That's crazy. Fuck Microsoft and the CIA. All right. You love watching me program. Well, thank you. You should subscribe. What cool websites do I read every day? Have you been to tubgirl.com? Search for Tubgirl. You'll get it. Do I still use drugs? Bro, you know what? There's a South Park line about drugs. There's a time and a place for drugs, and it's called college. How old am I? How do you think I am? Oh, lemon party. Ask your friends if they want to play Soggy Muffin. I'm 23, exactly. That's right. Ya boy. How are the tiny boxes looking? Pretty nice. We have some. No file directory clang. Oh, that's interesting. Wow, my computer's burning hard. Wow. It'll be interesting to see what fails. What did I want to show you? Oh yeah. Welcome to Tiny 9. Wow, that's actually getting pretty good. I should have put which epoch it is. That would have been smart. So this is a, unfortunately it's only, oh, you can't see anything. Unfortunately it's only using 1 GPU, but this is Tiny 9. Tiny 9 has 6 GPUs. Right now it's training ImageNet. We can actually see how that's going. If I open Discord, which screen is it going to go on? I'll just turn that off for a minute while we open Discord over here. Actually, Discord can go over here because I have so many monitors. Oh, people have been adding me in the tinygrad channel. What's a purple? Streamer mode has been enabled. Yeah, this is fine. I can show you guys Discord. So, what's a purple? Okay, look. Some people are better than other people, okay? These are reds. They have solved bounties. These are oranges. They have jobs at TinyCorp. Okay, I'm not the only orange. We have one other orange who has a job. These are purples. Purples have contributed something, right? So you can see it in welcome here. Greens are plebs. Blues have contributed something in some way. Purples are GitHub contributors. Reds are bounty claimers. And oranges are TinyCorp employees, okay? So this is how you move up in the Tiny... why am I in Skybree's Discord? I love Skybree. Skybree, you should come on my stream. I don't know. I was into Skybree briefly, and then I was into Bronwyn Aurora briefly. I never bought their OnlyFans. Don't worry, boys. Where do you find the Discord? I wonder if Skybree and I would actually get along. What about my dream of helping American truckers? Trust me, if you said your dream and helping, I don't know. I haven't been keeping up in the Skybree Discord. I see I have 70 unreads. Ooh, I should have taken it from Brave New World. No, but really, like, Greens always come in and ask the dumbest questions. All right, like this. They contribute useless things like this. This guy wants to build his own LLM, and he's a green. He's not building his own LLM. Is there a more in-depth description of these bounties? You see what I mean? Greens. They ask stupid questions, right? Now look at how reds talk. See? Look at how reds talk. Look, greens ask dumb questions. Can it run on CPU? See? And then they repost dumb questions. Right? You can just like look. There's been a paper, like, no. It's really easy to spot the greens, okay? Yeah, so this is a tiny box. It's very busy training. Oh, yeah. I forgot what I was going to show you. No, I remember. So these workers are all crashing. I wonder in which one. Openpilot CL tests. This is the line count of tinygrad. Interesting. Oh yeah, I remember what I wanted to show you. This. I don't know why it got... Why did it start to truncate? Does it just do this after a while? Does anyone know this about WANDB? Does it just do this? I probably have to subscribe to WANDB, don't I? saving epochs. Press F5? I don't have an F5. Can you see the tiny box? You can't see the tiny box. Either way, you can see loss going down. I don't know why it... Like around a magic number? I guess not. But yeah, close Discord. I'm going to Control-C this. Why did all these things fail? I'll have to do like one at a time. But that'll be fun. Actually, it might just be ooming. I don't know about that. Still makes not sense why it's downsampling, yeah. Yeah, it's probably like this kind of crap. Probably shouldn't log every step. Pick a logging frequency that's... Yeah. Ooh, commit equals false. What does this do? No, it looks like some form of rate limiting. Which is fine. Clearly I didn't read the manual. Yeah, 100,000 scalars. Save the metrics deck if false, and the metrics won't be saved. Oh, okay, I see. All right. This is a Skybree simp channel. No insulting Skybree on my channel, okay? This is the Skybree simp channel. Tinybox is not the size of a Mac Mini. And we don't have a Tinybox ready to show you guys yet. But yeah. Close that, close that, close that. We can play with that more later. We'll run teenygrad again. I don't know. I haven't found Urbit that Urbit does anything. Oh. Wait, I just realized something about tinygrad. Things run as the root user. Interesting. I think I know how to fix a bug then. You with the F5s, bro. It's probably he's deleting the system 32 right now. All right. Wow, OBS is version 30. That's pretty cool. Someday tinygrad's going to be version 30. All right. Does anyone have anything good questions, or that's just it? Oh yeah. If you want to come be a tinygrad intern, this path is possible to you. You have to have mad skills and contribute to tinygrad, and then you can be an intern. You can also be a comma intern. Comma is also hiring interns. We made a breakthrough last week. Before Q star, before we knew about Q star. So I think we have something that's going to make the models a lot better. How does it feel to have bet on AI so early in my life? What did Yassine MTB say? The more I look, the more I realize George Hotz is right about everything. Well, what can I say? No, I don't know. You know who got me into AI, right? Is there good pizza in San Diego? Yeah, the pizza here is pretty good. Pizza here is pretty good, but there's no good bagels, unfortunately. No, you see, I manage my board, okay? I'm friends with my board. I talk to them frequently. I don't withhold information from my board, okay? And that's why they're not going to oust me, man, because I don't withhold, or whatever he did, man. He gave 2 people the same project, I heard. He also spoke differently about somebody to 2 people or something. It was, yes, it was Eliezer Yudkowsky who got me into AI. So you got to respect, man. Eliezer Yudkowsky's done more for the cause of acceleration than a whole lot of people. It's not candid. I'm always candid. Got to keep it candid. Do you have to be some genius to work at my companies? No, like, what do you mean by genius? Does he see in Sim channel now? No, I mean, realistically, okay, I mean, we can ask the question, like, what the minimum IQ is of the bounty contributors, what the minimum IQ is of the comma employees. Again, what do you consider genius? I'm sure it's way lower than 150. It's probably above 120. The average physics major has an IQ of 132. The base might be 130. At least of the software engineers. No, but like, yeah, so Well, if you don't have a triple-digit IQ, has Silicon Valley always been this weird? Yeah, I don't know why people really take him seriously. No, here, let's see. Let's just Google average IQ of physics major. Yeah, average around 130. Ooh. Sorry, it's small. I didn't make it small. Yeah, physics is at the top, social work's at the bottom. Physics, math, philosophy, various forms of engineering. Wow, yeah, no. If the average IQ of a comp sci major is 124, yeah, it's always guess you're the mean. That's actually no, like honestly, people in here, if you know, what's your IQ? All right, the F5 guy is 102. I believe the F5 guy is 102. Okay, so it's just, but no, I mean, people saying things in the range of 125 to 140. Yeah, I mean, that's smart enough. It's not your IQ holding you back at that point. No, I mean, yeah, like you do have to have some. So I took an IQ test on a stream. I forget what I got. I mean, the average probably is 100. But again, the people who are in this stream, if you join my stream, your IQ is higher right now. Which way does that causal arrow go? Yeah, look, if your IQ is like above 120, your problem is no longer your IQ. How much physics knowledge is important? Yeah, well then you have to have coded for a couple thousand hours. Don't know. I mean, I've seen... There's things that transfer well to coding. Like, if you're good at math and physics, you probably just transfer well enough to coding, even if you don't have a ton of coding experience, I think. I'm not sure about that. But then again, like, how do you go through math and physics without having, like... Especially today, like, how do you just not have exposure to programming? It's not a pseudoscientific swindle. It's correlated with a lot of things. It's not entirely determinative, but it measures something, right? There is a concept of general intelligence, of course. But yeah, so like, again, no, do you have to be a genius? No, but you have to, like, our tinygrad and comma, the interview process selects for two things, intelligence and motivation. I would guess that most people in this channel have more of a problem with motivation than they do with intelligence. Motivation is not, if you call motivation EQ, whatever, but there definitely is big variance in people's motivations. It's unclear. Like, people also have this idea that, like, IQ is something you can't change and motivation is. I'm not entirely sure that's true. Like, it seems like your motivation is also pretty unrelated to, like, pretty, like, growth mindset doesn't really work. Now, I think what you can change is what you value. And this might be the most, like, usable stuff. Like, it turns out a lot of growth mindset stuff is just bullshit. But something you can change, I think, is, and this is why I try to preach this stuff, right? I'm not trying to preach and get smarter. I'm not trying to preach get more motivated. Your motivation, your intelligence, I think, are mostly fixed. But what's not fixed is where you apply yourself and what you believe in, right? There's a lot of smart people who are swindled by a lot of both smart and motivated people who are swindled by incredibly stupid ideologies like effective altruism, okay? This is something you can change. This is something you can spend some time thinking about, and I think you maybe just haven't heard the arguments against these things, right? A lot of people also are irrationally afraid of what other people think of them. And this one, I don't know. Like, this one, I don't know. Maybe just, like, I never really, like, experienced it. But, like, the kind of people who crave the social approval of others, this is my belief, the biggest thing that somebody can change about themselves. And I'm curious about the actual data on this. But when you stop saying that, like stop looking at things that what you're told that things are and start looking at things for what they actually are. Like, a lot of people are told a lot of things are, like, when you look at Cruz and comma, right? Like, it's interesting, right? If you're buying into almost this, like, mainstream narrative, right? Another thing that can change for people is sort of your, like, all right, hopefully it's been long enough. I didn't get the COVID vaccine. I didn't want to talk about that before when it was politically controversial. I don't think it's politically controversial at all because I don't really have a politically controversial thought on it, right? I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I think that vaccines are mostly great. I am skeptical of medical products that haven't been on the market for 5 years. This is how I view drugs. This is how I view research chemicals. This is also how I view vaccines. So the risk of the unknown versus the, quantifiable risk of getting a disease, well, I decided not to take it right now. The thing is, are you in a position in your life where you felt like you could honestly make that decision? Right? Are you in a position in your life where you could have honestly decided, yes, I want the COVID vaccine, or no, I don't want the COVID vaccine, right? If you're surrounded by, like, hyper woke, yeah, you're going to have to get it. If you're surrounded by conspiracy theorists, how could you possibly get that? You're polluted now. You probably can't get it, right? But that is what you can control. You can control whether you can control kind of like whether you are subscribed to an ideology or not. You had to get it for college. You didn't. You didn't have to get it for college, right? I mean, I had a vaccine card. Come and arrest me. Please come and arrest me. Please come and arrest me for taking a piece of paper that said CDC. Right? So I don't know. Yeah, maybe I think Europe actually had, like, terrifying actual asymmetric cryptography to verify this thing. The US had a piece of paper that said CDC on it. You can see my OBS. Okay. Is it leaking something? But yeah, no, like, so that's, again, something you can control. I'm not sure you can control your intelligence. I'm not sure you can control your motivation, but I think you can control who you work for. And stop working for the man. Like, stop working for the man and stop fearing the loss of social approval or the risk, right? Like if you are a motivated 130 IQ person, Let me tell you something, man. There's not much that can actually hurt you. Again, the things that might actually, sure, maybe you could get caught up with like, addiction or something like that. But in terms of like the actual struggles of life, they just don't apply to you. They just don't. All right? The things that most people struggle with, and remember, capitalism keeps most people there. What I'm describing with respect to social movements is more or less fixed. I think like your big 5 personality traits are fixed. That's probably true. Well, no, the sheer number of people who've taken it is not enough to say it's safe, right? Like, you don't know if there's some effect that everybody has 1 or 2 years down the line, right? I also questioned I thought that a lot of the science around it was politicized. I thought that if there was something wrong, and not that there really was, look, it turned out to be a pretty indifferent thing, but like, is it really not fixed whether you think for yourself? Maybe it's not. Maybe we're all just slaves to our genetics. There's an idea line where they talk about like, someday we can rewrite our genetic code and break free. Les Wrong explored a lot of these ideas. And every time I take a break, I talk about politics. I'm not talking about politics, am I? I'm talking about what you can actually change. I'm trying to actually give you, if there's any such thing as useful advice. I don't know. Maybe you can't, right? You can't really change your intelligence. That one is well understood. I'm not sure how much you can change your motivation, but let's again assume you can't. But you can change what you choose to focus on and why you choose to focus on it. And if you're telling me you can't change that, then you really just can't change shit. Drugs are probably not going to give you more motivation. Intelligence can decrease. Like traumatic brain injury, sure, but otherwise, you're rooting for F5 guy. I don't know. All right, let's talk about it. How many of you have felt that you've changed anything because you watch this channel? What do you think you've changed? Good. You've changed your life philosophy, right? I think this is actually very changeable. Stop respecting idiots, man. That's a choice. You can make that choice. Focus less on cosmetics. Perfect, yeah. Look at what things actually are, not what people tell you they are. Good, you question things more often. Great. Surround yourself with people smarter than you. That's like generic advice. You think you've gotten more radical. Do you think I'm radical? I actually think of myself as a very moderate person. You got more liberal. Good. I try to be in the middle. I want to make conservatives more liberal, and I want to make liberals more conservative. You changed your MRC. Yeah. Well, it's not that you totally shouldn't care about other people's opinions. You should ask yourself why you care, right? Sometimes, using other people's opinions is a fine... I don't know. It's a fine, proxy. But, again, does it come from a place of, I like their opinions because they're usually right, or I like their opinions because of some other reason? Everyone thinks they're moderate. Yet everyone thinks they're a better than average driver. No, I don't know. I think it was on Twitter yesterday, if you don't have one low-status belief, you're not really a free thinker. Yeah, I think that's true. Have I convinced anybody to quit their FANG job? Well, if your intelligence doesn't matter how many GPUs you can buy, Sam Altman already has all the GPUs. So, good. You actually quit VC-funded SaaS. That's great. You quit your job as a university lecturer. Why would you do that? I don't know. Was the university imposing wokeness shit? Or did it actually motivate you to live in your van? Living in a van is cool. Like, again, it's one of those things that's young. When you're young, live in a van and do drugs. And then when you're in your 30s, if you still live in a van and do drugs, something went wrong. Because they stopped allowing you to do research and you got a better offer. See, that's not something you changed because of this channel. You currently work 5 hours a week. You do basically nothing and get paid okay. See, that's what I mean. Like, stop being comfortable. Stop it. Like, they're gonna lull you to death, you know? It gives you money? Dude. Oh my, like, that's the, like, how do you not see it? How do you not see that money is just made up by a bunch of goons? Why do you care about it? You're getting goon coin. Oh. Look for girlfriends on LinkedIn. It's not good. It doesn't work. It doesn't work, boys. Goon coin. Dude, just imagine you worked your whole life. Just imagine you worked your whole life for Argentinian goon coin, and then it went like that, okay? I just, like, that's how fake the money is. Oh. But you I need money to live. Okay, wait. T-bossies. Let's go. How much money do you need to live? McAfee's still alive, man. He's on a boat. You need millions to live? You need 2K a month to live. Okay. 700 a month? Sick. Wait, you guys are talking, like, you understand you can easily make that, like, on tinygrad bounties. Well, you can make way more, but, like, you can make, I mean, if you work really hard, you can make 2K a week on tinygrad bounties, if you work on it full time. 2K a month, but I imagine a lot of you guys saying 2K a month aren't in America. I think you need more than 2K a month to live in most places in America. But you people saying 200K, like, what the fuck are you spending money on, man? It's like, you ever see that joke about the budget where it's like, money spent on groceries, $50. Money spent on gas, $30. Money spent on scented candles, $800. You need 6K a month. You don't need 6K a month. I mean, that's still not even that much money. You need your scented candles. Exactly. I own a Rolls Royce, all right? It's don't buy a Rolls Royce. How much do I actually spend? I don't know. I don't pay that much attention, but, like, not much, because I don't really do anything. I don't support anybody. What I'm saying is, like, yeah, okay, all right. The guy with money is telling you not to worry about money. Well, I mean, yeah, but, like, how do you think I got money, right? If I got money, I hate hypocrisy, right? Like, there's two types of people in the world, assholes and hypocrites, and I'm an asshole, I'm not a hypocrite. If I got money by working for Fang and saving it for 7 years and then told you all not to worry about money, then I'd be a hypocrite, right? Realistically, how did I get money? I mean, like, How did I get money? Being early in crypto, doing contract work for people with programming skills that I developed. Yeah, pretty much those two things. Wow, I'm really thinking about it. Yo, I lost money on Cheapy. I lost $5,000 on Cheapy. The Apple thing. I made some money off donations. I made money off donations for jailbreaks. Yeah, I got VC backing, but I didn't get that personally. Comma's paid me very little. I don't. Right now, I don't take any salary from Comma. I don't take any salary from Tiny Corp. I mean, I made money in the stock market, but that's kind of just a question of having money. How did I afford the Rolls Royce? That was a contract. I did a development contract for Optimism. It's public. You can here. Let's see the rope. This is how I got my Rolls Royce money. Writing this. Did I go heavy? I made good money on Nvidia. Yeah, I sold too early, but I made money on Tesla. You know, just investing in what I believe in. Supermicro was a windfall. Again, sold way too early. My Twitter adventure. Twitter did end up paying me. Twitter, after I left, ended up sending me a check for the $2K a week I asked for. So you know, they're good people. They didn't stiff me. You know, it's just hard to. No, I lost money on Meta. Don't talk to me about Meta. Did I see Starship launch? Yeah, dude. Unbelievable. Really unbelievable. I'm so happy that we have that. Oh, Proto, you're here. Great. Good. I'm glad this is continuing. Actually, at first when I saw that it was archived, I'm like, oh no, Canon's over. Wait, I bought so much Supermicro stock when the story was published. Oh, I hope to have it because I made like $200K off that. Will Optimism get hacked? Read my read my thing. Don't use this software. I was not paid nearly enough to do security audits on the software. But I mean, in theory, it works. Yeah. So I mean, this was the most recent thing that I made some good money on doing this contract. But like again. You guys are talking about the amount of money you need. It's well within the... If you 2K a month, you can easily make that with tinygrad bounties. You should be able to make 2K a week if you work really hard. And again, I pay the same salary. I pay the same bounties regardless of whether you're, you know, in America or in the cheapest to live country. Thoughts on Hugging Face? I like Hugging Face. What would I do if I came into billions? I would donate it to effective altruism. Psych! No, I don't know. What would I do if I came into billions? You were just super genius who hops on projects and makes bank. But again, like, how did I get that way? Right? I got that way by doing contracts for way less money, right? I'm very happy that Canon's continuing. If you live in Nebraska for cheap, how would you find nice chicks? I'm sure there's pretty girls in Nebraska, man. What's KSA? Oh, Saudi Arabia. I went to Dubai last year. It was very nice. You'll move to Hawaii. No, I live in San Diego. This is like the nicest place in the world. What kind of contract work I did early on? Cell phone unlocks. Like a bunch of low-end cell phones. Some of the first contracts I did. But I also made decent money off donations from the jailbreaks. I did go to Bangalore. CA taxes are insane. The way to not pay taxes is not to make any money. I bought a Rolls Royce with my Canada money. Do you genuinely believe that any person can be as good of a problem solver as you if they work hard enough? No. No, of course not. That's absurd. But I do believe that most people apply... Like, again, you're not going to be able to change those things about yourself, but you can change what you work on and how you contribute. Right? You can change how you structurally approach things, and I really believe you can change this. Like, this is definitely not in your DNA. I mean, clearly it's not in your DNA. Oh, yeah, Pwn to Own. I mean, that's just public that I made money off that shit. Yeah! Right? I mean, like, this is actually most of the money I made in my life. This and a bunch of other contracts, and then I put in a bank account, and then I like live off the interest because I don't really spend money on much. Rolls Royce, again, you're only spending on depreciation. You're not. But see, I never did any of this stuff for money. Right? I never like thought about anyone who thinks about it, anyone who like is worried about their like total comp. Like that's such. You're never going to be rich. How would I find someone who has difficulty focusing on a particular thing? I'm thinking I just need to cut back the video games. Okay, so like the thing about motivation is I don't really think you get that much. I don't really think you can have that much control about where you apply it either, right? If you find yourself drawn to video games, like play video games, but be smart about it, right? If you find yourself drawn to, like, you're not going to be able to work on something that you hate. That's just never going to happen, right? One of the stupidest things I've ever heard, stupidest pieces of advice is find your passion. This is dumb. This is not how it works. Like nobody goes on a search for their passion and then finds it. Everyone I know who's actually quote unquote passionate about something has been obsessed with it ever since they were little. And I make a little off Twitch. I appreciate you guys, you know? I think I make about like 15 grand a year on Twitch. Would I be able to afford an H100 cluster? I'm not that rich, guys. Like, I'm not, again, like, okay, the secret to being rich is not making a lot of money, right? Johnny Depp had a lot of money and he's broke as shit, right? The secret to being rich is making more money than your lifestyle. It's probably easier to decrease your lifestyle. Figure out what you're spending money on and stop spending money on it. You're not taking my advice. I'm poor. Okay. That's fair. All my life, I'm waiting until I make a certain amount. The fuck, man? You know what? You know what fucked me up? I did make some money when I was young and I got to a certain amount and then I was like, wait, that was so dumb. What? I have never even spent that much money in my life, you know? Don't live in a van. Living in a van's expensive. See, this is what that's like it's expensive to be poor, right? The more money you make, the more you upgrade your lifestyle. See, that is where you're falling for the scam. Your savings will be worthless when they enforce digital fiat money. Yeah, probably. Yeah. No, the peak of the curve is I think it's not even the peak of the curve. I think there is this fixed amount. It does depend on where you live. But there's a fixed amount of money that you will not be happier if you make more than that. Lower liabilities instead of raising revenue, exactly. Right? I mean, look at my companies, same shit. Do I believe Kim.com when he talks about U.S. economic collapse? Well, Argentina's economy can collapse. U.S. is the reserve currency for still many countries. We have a long way to fall. Do I need a material scientist for what? My crappy ABS plastic? Oh, it's good ABS plastic. That's good. We got high temp spec plastic. Regardless of your wealth, the burger tastes the same. That's right. That's right. Richest men in the world are drinking Diet Coke, you know? I tried to make myself like Diet Coke. You know, like Carmack drinks it. You know, you got to like get into Diet Coke. But no. Couldn't do it. I don't like it. Make 60K a year, you're happy. Exactly. I don't know anything about Argentina's new president. Shouldn't you make as much money as possible and consume because the purpose of the universe is increasing entropy? Like Tony Montana? You know what happens to him at the end of that movie, right? All right. Biggest regret in my life. I always regret not hodling. No, I don't regret the Twitter internship at all. I do not regret the Twitter internship one bit. Even though it was short, I had a great experience. I hope Elon doesn't regret offering it to me. You know, it was just like the Elon monarchy is not perfect, and you have to accept that. I do still believe it's preferable to the current oligarchy. But the Elon monarchy is not perfect. It's not everything you would want, but it's probably still better than the alternative because they launched Starship. And when does the last time NASA launch something, you know? I did get paid for Twitter internship. I did. Not that much. But I got paid $2K a week. Like, I think that's a respectable... By the way, $2K a week is the intern salary for Tiny Corp. Interns here are getting paid $2K a week. We have one intern now. We have two interns starting in January, and we have an intern starting in May. What about the George monarchy? Well, you know, you can't find your passion later in life. You just fuck, bro. $2K a week is you can live comfortably on $2K a week. I spend under $2K a week. Considerably under $2K a week. My rent's $2K a month. I don't know. I guess half my money really does go to tax, so like $4K. What do I spend? I mean, I buy food. I probably spend like $50 a day on food. And then yeah, I'll buy some like stupid. I'll probably spend like $500 on consumer electronics. That's kind of it. I guess I buy plane tickets too. Sometimes. I guess I spend some money on travel. No, but I don't pay actually half of it in taxes. I get some of it back. I probably spend like $5K a month. $50 a day is actually way more than I spend on food. That's a real overestimate. Most of the time I eat at Comma. I've never met Taylor Swift. I'd like to though. Does tinygrad hire right now? Well, yeah, but if you haven't solved a bounty, I'm not going to hire you, right? In ML, it's really important that the train set and the test set are the same. So, you know, the test set's after you get hired. The training set is doing the bounties, right? Your extrovertedness is probably, I don't know, genetic early childhood. Am I streaming now because Comma's Black Friday sale flopped? Comma's Black Friday sale is the best of all time. We're doing this is the best Black Friday to date. In terms of money, we're selling way more devices. Have I worked with that rock chip? Yeah. Yeah, it's actually pretty decent. It's a pretty decent chip. Was Tiny Corp renamed? No. What's the most efficient way to get exceptional at coding if you're constrained on time? A montage. How about installing a non-profit board full of women? I'll pass on that one. Do I think crypto is going to come back? Crypto is their own worst enemy, man. There's too much money in the space. Did I try Grok? No, I don't have access. I gotta buy. I already buy blue checkmark Twitter. I gotta buy like super checkmark Twitter. Ugh, it's too complicated. What's the secret to life that not that many people know about? How to not fail at life, quit bitching about the bitches edition. Google it, we'll leave you there. Thank you all for watching. Happy Thanksgiving, happy Black Friday. Make sure to buy and spend within your means. Only buy something if it will genuinely make you happy. Don't buy an iPad. You know how many times I've bought an iPad, I'm like, oh, I'm going to use this iPad, and then you don't. Come on, everyone has that experience. You could be honest with yourself. You could be honest with me and admit it. Thank you all for watching. Happy Thanksgiving. Goodbye, everybody.